Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So if you've been keeping up with my videos, then you saw my last video where I unboxed a Bellavina aka Double Dip glitter polygel kit. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the cards above. Go ahead and watch that video first and then come back. If you have saw that video already, you know that I used the black glitter polygel, and then closer at the end of that video I did mention I wanted to use some of the other glitter polygels just because they were very gorgeous. So this is going to be that video. When I was supposed to film this actual video, I thought of doing something very different, and I decided to let you guys vote on my nail set. So also, if you follow me on Instagram and you participated in the voting, then you would have seen the little polls I had on my story. Basically, I put up like the nail length and the shape and how to do it basically, and I just let you guys vote. I'm so excited for this, and this is going to be my Instagram followers choose my nail set. So right now I'm just doing a little bit of nail prep, and these nails will be long, so I decided to just clean up my cuticle area. I'm not going to do any peel off base just because these nails are long. Usually when I apply peel off base and I try to file long nails, they just end up popping right off. So since I wasn't going to add any of that peel off base, I just thought, what if I just clean up my cuticles a bit. It has been a while since I did some natural nail prep, and it was satisfying to see all of this dead skin get removed and just cleaning up my cuticle area. And my nails definitely needed this because it has just been a while since I've done this step. And so yeah, like I said, I'm just going around the cuticle area getting up all that dead skin. This little cuticle cleanup bit that I'm currently using is from makartt. I will make sure to link it down below. Hopefully I don't forget anything, but yeah, I will link it down below. And then once I did that, I did go ahead and dust the nails off, and then I went in with my cuticle nippers, and I'm just cutting around my nail to remove all of that excess cuticle, and it removes so much. Sometimes I don't like to use the cuticle nippers because it feels like I cut off sometimes either too much of what I'm not supposed to be cutting off, or sometimes it looks like I didn't cut enough. Like for some reason I just can never get that perfect cuticle area. But I did my best and I did take off a lot, so I'm happy with that. Since I do believe this nail set went by a lot faster, I did decide to leave all of my cuticle work and nail prep in real time, and I figured this would just be like something relaxing for you guys to watch before I get into the actual nail set, since I don't really show this part of my nails. Like I said, I always use cuticle oil to pop the nails off so that I can continue filming content for you guys. So I'm just gonna let this part finish playing out, and I hope you guys enjoy this part. Let me know if you would like to see more of like my natural nail prep. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let this part play out. After I went in with the cuticle nipper, I do go back in with my nail drill and a cuticle ball bit, and I'm going over my cuticles, mostly on the skin, just to remove any of the little pieces that I may have left behind or like clipped and didn't finish clipping off. And this is in real time on a very low speed, and it doesn't hurt at all. Cuticle ball bits are like specifically made for you to file like the skin area of your cuticle area. I do apologize if it sounds like I'm not really sure what I'm talking about, but like I don't want to like say too much information and have you guys like take it as like right or wrong. So yeah, I'm just doing what I know and what I practice and stuff like that. So if you aren't comfortable with doing this the way I do it, then make sure that you go to someone that's actually licensed and watch their videos, and then you can apply that. But that is just the way I'm doing it in my video. And then once I finish going over my cuticles with that ball bit, I do take my buffer and I'm just going to lightly buff over the surface of my nails. And this is just to remove any oils and shine from my natural nails, so that once I apply my base coat and apply my nails, I don't have any problems with them lifting or coming off once I file. Once I've cleansed the nails from all of the dust from filing, I'm going to go in with the base coat that came in the kit, which is a really nice base coat. I'm going to go in with a very thin layer over all of the nails, and then I'm going to cure in my light for about 30 seconds. Letting you guys pick my nails was so much fun. So on my Instagram story, the first poll that I put up was the nail length. I put the options long and extra long, and 54% of you guys chose extra long. So I'm going to be using the 3XL tips from AliExpress. I figured the 3XL would have been extra long enough. At first I did want to double tip them. Since I will have to like encapsulate the glitter, I just figured I would just use these 3XL nails and just leave it at that. And also I did decide to use some base coat gel to apply them, so I'm just putting some base coat gel into the little crease of the tip of the nail, putting it onto my nails, and then curing it in the light. Such an easy process. Of course, once I finish putting on the nails, I do make sure to cure for another full 30 seconds in the bigger light. Then also for the nail shape, I did post this second. I had the choices stiletto, square, and coffin, and 37% of you guys chose coffin, so I am going to be using these extra long coffin tips from AliExpress like I mentioned. And I'm not going to cut them down. As you guys know, these are supposed to be extra long, and I didn't go over the tips and remove the shine since I am going to use some polygel. So I did just apply some base coat to all of the nails, and then I'm going to cure and then get started with my application. So the next voting part are the colors, and I'm so glad at how this turned out. So I posted this and I showed the colors of the polygels, and the way I did this is that some people were suggesting I do 2 colors. So for example, if they asked me to do pink and purple, I put a tally by pink and purple, and as you see, blue got 28 votes, and I didn't want to just use one solid color, so I went with the 2 with the most votes, which were blue and green. So I had my nail shape and the colors that I'm going to be using, and before I even started, I did do something like on a different nail just to kind of get like the feel of the colors together and just see what I could do to create this nail set. So this is what it looks like. This is not going to be what I'm going to be doing on the nails though, but that was just to kind of give me an idea. So I'm starting off with the blue at the tip, and I just put that there, and I'm just going to be patting this polygel into the tip. I'm going to be blending this up, and this polygel was so easy to work with. It was more on the stiffer side. This polygel stayed exactly where I wanted it to stay, and I had no problems using it. I 100% recommend this polygel kit. I will leave it in the description box for you guys to check out. And then also I do have a discount code, which I believe is nails by Key 20. You can get 20% off this polygel kit from Double Dip, aka Bellavina. And for the technique, I did put up a ombre, encapsulated, or French tips, and most of you guys said ombre, so this is where I'm going to be adding the green to create this ombre nail. I did cure the blue, and now that that's cured, I'm going to be blending the green down into the blue. And this point also brings me back to the little nail that I tried before I started my nail set. I wanted to see if these colors would actually blend nicely, and like I wanted to see if it would be hard to see each color, because these are glitters. I know sometimes when doing this they will clash and it's just hard to see, but surprisingly I loved how the nails blended, and it was just really pretty. It was so easy to blend. Actually, I had no problems blending this down into the blue. As you can see, it's blending down very nicely, and it it was very effortless, so easy to do. So I was happy at how this turned out, and I'm glad you guys picked the ombre, because now that I'm thinking about it, I felt like any other type of nail, trying to do 2 colors like this would have been very difficult. So I'm just going to be repeating this on 2 other nails, and that's going to be my middle and my pinky finger. While I do these 2, I'm going to be doing the tips first and then going back in, filling in the green to ombre that down. It was just a lot easier this way. But of course, before I go in with the green, I do cure the blue first. Doing these ombre nails was so easy. So now that I have my blue tips on, I'm gonna go back in. Oh, I went ahead and cured that, and now I'm gonna go back in and blend down my green. I'm not going to be explaining too much just because it's the same process on the next 2 nails. I will come back and explain what I'm doing for my ring and thumb though. Those were super easy as well, but like I said, this set was super simple. And also another reason I didn't want to talk too much in this video is just because every time I do a take recording the voiceover, the fan in my computer, it just heats up and it's so loud, and I have to wait for it to calm down. And also, it's super late in the morning. It's 4:03 a.m. and I started this voiceover around like 2:50 something in the morning. And yeah, I had to wait like an additional almost 30 minutes just waiting for the fan to cool down. I'm not sure if you can hear it now, but that is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's super loud. But yeah, I'm not gonna explain too much. I'm just finishing up adding the ombre nails. After blending it down nicely, I do make sure to clean up around the cuticle area, and then I'm going to cure this for 30 seconds, and then I'll come back to explain the process of my ring and thumbnail. And after curing, this is what we have so far. I'm really loving this ombre. Like, it looks really nice, and like it just looks so perfect to me. Okay, so now that we have that done, I did decide to use this opal color from Rosalind, and I'm just gonna do a full coverage on this nail. For some reason, like, I just wanted to add something. I didn't want them to be like all glitter ombres. So just like in that little nail I showed before I started my nail set, I wanted to see if this opal milky white color would look good with these colors and those little flowers I put on there. I just wanted to see, like, would it look good as like a base or something. So I'm gonna keep this layer very thin because I am gonna have to encapsulate this. I do want to keep this layer thin, so here's what the nail looks like. I did have to pull off a lot of excess, and for the nail art, I'm going to be using these little flowers. I think these are like 𝚙𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘 slices. Some of them are very thick, some of them are thin, but I do believe I got these from Shein. I will leave them down below if I can find the link to them. I'm just going to be grabbing a few of the blue and greens out and putting it over my nail, and I'm going to be encapsulating these. I know when I put the poll up, a lot of my votes were the ombre, but I am going to be doing some type of encapsulated nail just because, like I said, I didn't want all the nails to be like that plain. Even though the glitter is very nice, like, I didn't want all of the nails to look like that. So I am going to be encapsulating some of these 𝚙𝚘𝚘𝚘 slices, and these accent nails went very pretty with this set because the milky white white background is just so subtle. It looks very smooth. And then we have the flowers which match the colors of the glitters, and I just thought it was so pretty. And when I apply these, I do make sure to press them down very firmly because like I said, some of these female slices are very thick and I didn't want to have to add too much of the clear to encapsulate. And also I wanted to make sure I didn't file down through the clear into these female slices and take away the color or mess them up or anything. Along with the female slices, I wanted to use some of these silver holographic hearts, and I'm just going to be putting these in the empty spaces surrounding the flowers, and I felt like it was a really nice touch. It tied the entire nail together. Once I finish adding on the hearts, I will have to go in on the sides to clean up the shape a little bit, because as you can see more so on the left side of the nail, when I pressed down the flowers, it just made the polygel move a little bit. So just to clean up my shape and make the filing process go by a lot smoother, once I finish adding on the hearts, I am going to go in and just take the sides in. And then once I get everything nice and neat, I'm going to cure and repeat the same process on my thumb. I do apologize if you can hear the fan from my computer, but it's getting even more late now and I just want to go ahead and get this video out the way. I'm getting impatient trying to wait for the fan to stop, so I do apologize if you can hear that. And if you have made it this far in the video, I do want to say thank you for sticking with me up to this part in the video. If you are enjoying it so far, make sure to go ahead and give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, this is how the ring finger turned out and it looks very cute. I love this so much. I went ahead and repeated that same process on my thumbnail. I didn't show it. I thought I did, but I didn't show it. And I'm just moving on to the pinky nail. I'm just going to show this one little part of me encapsulating, and also I will show some of the filing. As always, I like to add a little bit of everything in my videos, even if it's just one nail or sped up. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and let this part play out. I'm gonna show a little bit of my filing, and then I will be back once I finish filing all of the nails, and I will show you guys what the nails look like. After shaping and filing, this is what the nails look like, and they look so good. The filing process took me a little bit longer than I expected, but I think it was absolutely worth it because look at the shape of these. Like, these turned out so good. Usually when I'm filing and it takes me a little bit longer, I start to get annoyed at how long it takes. But for some reason, filing these nails, it was actually like very enjoyable. So yeah, I just went ahead and got rid of the dust so I can go in with my top coat. And also, I don't know why my cuticle area look like this. Like, it's not any like base coat or polygel cure to it, but like I don't know why it looks like that. So for the last part of my poll, I'm not gonna add any rhinestones or bling. I did ask what should I finish my nails off with, and most of you guys said a glossy top coat, which is very understandable for the glitters. So I'm going to be adding a layer of glossy top coat to all of my nails, and then I'm going to cure for 60 seconds in my nail light. I feel like I always say this, and sometimes it can get annoying since I use it so much. I wasn't gonna say it, but I have to. Adding the top coat was so satisfying on the glitters, like just bringing those glitters to life after applying it to a buff surface on the nail. I just love that so much. This was one of my favorite parts, adding the top coat. When I do add the top coat, I do make sure to wipe the sides so that it doesn't take away from the shape. And once I finished wiping the nails, I did go ahead and cure them in the light for 60 seconds, and then I added some cuticle oil, and this is how the nails turned out, y'all. Like, I just love these so much. I'm so glad that you guys went with the blue and green, because these two colors are just so perfect together, and the ombre is just like really nice. I can't believe I got these to like blend very nicely, but I also feel like that has a lot to do with the polygel. This is a very good high quality polygel kit. Once again, I will leave all of the information down below for it if you guys want to check it out. Look how beautiful this zoom in shot was. Like, I was just like so at all with this because it was just so pretty to me. And I also love my accent nails. I felt like it was the perfect touch because it wasn't too much, but it also tied in everything nicely together. Like, I just love that opal color with those flowers. And also, I wanted to point out how clear this Gershon polygel ended up. Like, it was just so clear, and I was actually surprised because sometimes it does tends to fog up just a little bit, but for this set it was very clear and you can see all of the details very nicely. Comment down below if you guys like this type of video. If you guys love it, I may add this as like a series to my channel and do it like every once in a while where you guys vote on my nail sets, and of course do a lot of other different things. But if you have made it up to here, I want to say thank you so much, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.